The Proclamation of the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Jesus said to his disciples, "There will be signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars, and on earth nations will be in dismay, perplexed by the roaring of the sea and the waves. People will die of fright in anticipation of what is coming upon the world, for the powers of the heavens will be shaken. And then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. But when these signs begin to happen, stand erect and raise your heads, because your redemption is at hand. Beware that your hearts do not become drowsy from carousing and drunkenness and the anxieties of daily life, and that day catch you by surprise like a trap. For that day will assault everyone who lives on the face of the earth. Be vigilant at all times, and pray that you have the strength to escape the tribulations that are imminent and to stand before the Son of Man." The Gospel of the Lord.
Our Gospel for this Sunday, the first Sunday of Advent, comes from St. Luke. We have been reflecting on welcoming Jesus in our lives. In the first reading, God promised Jerusalem and Judah that someone from the line of David, the kingly line of David, will be sent by God, will be raised by God, and he will bring justice and right. And so Jerusalem will be secure. Judah will be safe. For God is God's justice, God the justice of God's people. Oh, who could resist that? Who will not welcome this Son of David? But as we said, those who are benefiting from unjust structures will definitely not welcome this justice from the line of David. The second reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Thessalonians again gives us an assurance that Jesus will come again. How do we welcome him? St. Paul tells the Thessalonians, "Grow in love, for love opens the heart to welcome Jesus. Grow also in holiness, in righteousness, in virtue, so that you will be blameless. And third, do not be lazy." There should be some progress in your life of discipleship. These are important attitudes and conditions so that we could always be open to welcome Jesus. Love, holiness, progress. In the Gospel, we have, at the beginning of this passage, rather some frightening images. You have images of destruction in nature. The sun, the moon, stars, calamities. And when we talk about all of these things, as the Gospel tells us, people are filled with fear. But let us delve into the meaning of this type of language. Through this type of language, Jesus is communicating to his hearers and to us that a new earth is coming. The earth that we know it to be is transitory. Yes, it came from God. It is God's creation. But it will pass away. And the way Jesus depicts this transitoriness is through images of destruction, which understandably would create a reaction of panic and of fear. But in the midst of that destruction, according to Jesus, the Son of Man will come in glory and power. So, the story does not end with destruction. The destruction, in a way, is a prelude, an introduction, and a companion of the Son of God. This alerts us to the fact that Jesus will come to bring something new, a new creation, a new world, a new existence. Will we welcome Him? Will we be afraid to welcome the one who will recreate us, will recreate the world, will recreate history? Or because of fright, will we cling to the old world? Will we cling to the world as we know it? Will we welcome justice, righteousness, the Son of God? I hope we will. I hope we will be excited to welcome Him. Let us bear in mind, He comes not to destroy. He comes to renew. He comes to offer new life. How do we prepare ourselves to welcome the Son of David, who will give us security and salvation? First, Jesus says, when all of these things begin to happen, stand straight, for your ransom is near at hand. Stand straight. Do not stoop. Do not run away. This is a posture of anticipation. Why? Your liberation is at hand. So, dear brothers and sisters, let us not think of Jesus as a harsh judge who will castigate us. No, He will come to free us. He will come to liberate us from all of our slaveries. So stand up. As we crane our necks to see celebrities passing by, we should do that with Jesus. Stand up and face Him. Our liberation is near. Secondly, be sober. Do not be drunkards. Do not engage in all of these worldly concerns. Oh, in our lifestyle of today, there are many things that kill, that deaden our alertness. Aside from vices, you have pornography, you have sex addiction, you have drugs, all of these things. Well, you need to be sober so that when Jesus comes, we are awake. So let us be attentive, brothers and sisters. What are the things, the lifestyles that kill our sensibilities, that make us drowsy in spirit? And third, pray. For prayer makes us focus on Jesus. Prayer is not just mouthing out formulae. Prayer is directing our minds and hearts to God. With all of these and all the other things that St. Paul had already said in the second reading, we hopefully will not be afraid of Jesus, but will welcome Him as the one who will transform society, who will give us liberation, and who will make us feel safe and secure. My dear brothers and sisters, when I was a younger priest, in one of my first assignments, I used to say Mass in a village chapel, a barangay chapel. They were decent people, not wealthy, lower middle class, people who worked the earth, but they were very, very good and upright. Every Sunday when I was there, I would see a young girl. She probably was around 10 years old at that time. Coming from a simple family, but always going to church in her Sunday best, the best that her family could give her. Very decent clothing, and always starched, starched, and very finely ironed. And the girl would always be well groomed with powder, and the hair always set right. And she was a sight to behold, a very innocent and dainty-looking girl. Once I interviewed her. I said, wow, huh? I always look for you on Sundays. I love the way you come to church. You come in what we call Sunday best. But for her, it was not just a matter of fashion. She said, but Father, Jesus will come. Jesus comes at every Mass. I want to be my best, at my best, when He comes. Wow! From the mouth of babes and children, we know the Advent spirit. The Word has been exposed. Let us now fulfill it.